Alright guys, mission accomplished. Took this cable off right here. Took this cable off. And this was held by a grommet. It was a grommet that was holding this. And as far as this is concerned, I wasn't able to just pop it off, but I turned it a little bit. And me turning it was able to pop it out. So if you guys are doing this job, yeah, this was a pretty clean job, except for the fact that I popped the the cover on this. But outside of that, it's not really that difficult. If you guys are attempting this job and you guys care about your car, probably should use a plastic prior, because I used a screwdriver. You could use a screwdriver, but it'll probably mess up the false plastic wood and stuff like that. It is what it is. I'm having more issues with this car. Well, I have bigger issues with this car than all this stuff right here. And this is just me trying to get the car to get into park so that it turns on, and maybe I'll be able to drive and stuff like that. But you know, the whole plastic thing, I'll probably be able to you know, change it up or whatever. It's not really a concern to me at this point. I got bigger issues with this truck. But if you guys are asking me, like, what, you know, if you guys are wondering actually, you know, what the issue is with this truck, why am I doing all this, long story short, I actually screwed this truck up myself. You know, I don't know if I want to tell it to you guys, because it's kind of boneheaded, really boneheaded, to be honest with you. Well, it is what it is kind of deal at this point. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, this truck has like 300,000 miles on it, 290 something thousand miles on it. I would probably be able to get a couple 100,000 more miles on it, but it was like, you know, it started having misfire and stuff like that. And this in you know, the front, the first bank one, and probably was a fuel injector. But I for whatever reason, I was trying to diagnose it as something else, and this is what the issue is if you run into this issue with but anyway, this year has been a crappy year for a lot of people anyway, but this was a crappy situation with this. And you know, I don't want to tell you what the issue is right now, and I'm probably just rambling. Guys probably wouldn't care anyway. But anyway, regardless, if you guys were even looking to take out the push start button, this is the way to do it, with taking off the headpiece right here, if you guys are looking for any kind of videos on this. But regardless, I'm gonna put this back on, and crossing my fingers, hopefully putting this back on will get this to shift into park. I don't know why it, like, I guess I'll just go into the story on this whole entire shifter deal that I had so far. And this whole shifter deal might not even be a part of, like, being part of the situation well, there might be a part of the situation that I have, and not the shifter itself. But I've had shifter issues. I've had like shifter issues, you know, not being able to put it into park and stuff like that. And then eventually I was able to put it into park. And you know, this was like over the summer, and then after that I had no issues with it putting it into park until this issue arose. And I think maybe this issue might be associated with me not being able to put this into park at all, because this is the situation that came up. But regardless, I don't know how much the transmission, you know, I think it might be the module itself that's creating this issue. But we'll see, guys. All right, I hope this has helped you guys out. I don't think I'm gonna put out another video on this as far as this is concerned. But yeah, it is what it is. Hope this has helped you guys out. All right, guys, take care.